Hello and welcome to another edition of the Red Phoenix Gaming Podcast 002. It is October 3rd, Friday? Yep.
Totally
yeah?
Friday.
2014? All right.
All right.
And we have a few things slated today, so let's go ahead and get into it.
Let's do it.
Michelle, how do you count to 10?
It depends on what language I'm doing. There's English, 1, 2, 3. Spanish, uno, dos, tres. French, and I could go on for days.
Well, I count the same way Microsoft counts, which is 1, 2, 3, 95, 98, 2000, XP,
All
Vista,
drunk-like.
7, 8, and 10.
There's no
why
9.
that?
Forgetting fuck 9. Oh,
Yeah, I mean, we hear reports that Windows 9 is going to be coming to people who already have Windows 8 for free. Yeah, it's free because it's not even coming out.
Yeah, there's no 9 for anybody. Nobody gets to have it.
No more 9. But we do get Windows 10. And have you seen this at all? I know you're a Mac fangirl. So have you even looked into this at all or no?
I only saw that they were skipping 9. I wasn't sure what the method of their madness was, though, and why they were doing it.
Well, I think their ideal is that Windows 10 is going to be the last iteration. This is the master of their Microsoft Windows. But it looks to have a lot of elements from Mac. Like they have like this taskbar view, which is like the same thing where it like shows all your different windows up there and everything. So I think they're just trying to almost hop on the bandwagon and get one last shot of not Windows 8.
So what will they push out like little updates as needed on this one and just not move, we won't see like Windows 2028?
I would guess that they're probably going to do little updates, but at the same time I really don't think they're going to be like, "Oh, this is it. Have fun. This is the last one we're ever going to put out." Like there's no way that Windows 10 is going to be the best Windows from now until the end of time. Right. I'm sorry. This isn't going to happen. But maybe it will be for more than a year and a half or 2 years or whatever the cycle's been that they've been pushing Windows out. 3 years, whatever it's been. So I'm anxious to see what happens. And like I said, it's taking a lot of pieces from other operating systems that are good. Hopefully it pans out, and they brought back the start button, so I'm happy.
Get that start button on.
That start button, though.
I haven't touched a Mac or a PC in a really long time, so sorry.
That's all right. It's better than Mac, so that's all that matters.
You're putting a strain on our friendship, and I'm gonna need you to stop.
Would it make our friendship any better if I gave you something for free?
Of course, I will take all of the free things. I love free stuff.
How about I don't actually give you something for free, but PlayStation Plus members get Battlefield 4 for free? Would that work?
No, because I already own it. But that's actually pretty nice of them. They only get it for a week?
Yeah, I mean it's like a trial, but it's just enough to like wet your whistle.
Do you like this? Spend $59.99.
Exactly. Or I mean I think it's down to like $40 now or something, but still like I think they're giving it to you so you can be like, oh wow, this was a great game. I might as well buy the whole thing so I can keep playing with my friends.
Hey, you know what? I bet you I would buy more games if they did that. You know what I mean? Did Battlefield have a beta? I don't remember if they did or not. I never touched the game until I bought it under peer pressure, and it was such a mess that I didn't enjoy it. And I'm really bad at that game, But I think that if we had an opportunity to give stuff a roll like that before we went out and spent, $60, I would be more apt to buy stuff.
What are games that you think it would work for, though? Because I feel like if you did it for like an Assassin's Creed, it's not something that you'd be able to manage, I guess.
I don't think so. I think that it would work for a game that brand new. Nothing that was a sequel or, sprouting off from another game. But if you come out with a brand spanking new game that nobody's played before, even if it's a shooter game, like anything like that, I think it would be okay because all of them have a bit of a different feel. And I would enjoy giving it a roll before, you know what I mean? Going out and paying for it and then hating it. I paid for Battlefield and I hated it. I never played Battlefield before. It was very, very buggy. But I think this would give people an opportunity to buy something they might not normally spend the money on.
Well, yeah, I completely agree. I think it's a good way for them to almost rent the game. Seeing as how the old, movie world that you can go and rent a video game from is no longer around here. The only real way to rent a game is either to do something like GameFly or to find a friend who has it.
Absolutely. I played that. I never would have bought, what was it, Divergent? Is that the game? Which game was it? Where you have to do all the stealth modes and...
Dishonored.
Thank you very much. Divergent is a movie in a book. Shut up. I don't know what I'm talking about.
I don't read, so I knew it wasn't that.
I didn't really know much about that game. I would not have gone out and spent $60 because I knew nothing about it. I just saw people on my friends list were playing it. And then a friend of mine had it. I borrowed it. Loved it. Absolutely loved it. And went out and bought it myself and got the DLC because I gave it a try. I loved it.
Yeah, I think that, like you said, if more consoles or more games did this, it would definitely entice me to buy, maybe branch out, like you said, buy a different type of game. Go into something like The Crew, which is coming out here in the next little bit. Because I'm not a big racing fan, but maybe if I got a chance to play it, it might pique my interest and make me want to hop on board.
Yeah, absolutely. I totally would do the same.
Moving on to other games that we are playing right now. What was it we were playing last night that we got into a little bit?
Destiny.
And then, how long did it take you to create your character in Destiny? You can be honest. It's okay.
Just like, I don't know, a couple minutes because I'm particular and I had to get the right hair color, and it didn't take me really that long. So, have you seen the new character creation in a game like Dragon's Age? I saw a little bit. They had a video out, and they show that one's really, really detailed. Like, you can do everything from like, you're not just picking what color hair do I want. It's your freaking eyelash color.
And like the spot on your forehead, your eyelashes or your eyebrows go.
Yeah, that's pretty detailed. I don't know if I would want to. I don't know. I like playing with that kind of stuff, but I don't know if I would invest a lot of time in it.
I feel like when you get that far in depth, it turns into almost like a Sims, where like Sims 4, that's half the game is like creating your person. Right. Yeah, like I feel like when you hit something like that in Destiny, or like even the like Oblivion games where you can create your character, you can create what mastery they are or whatever, like that type of thing is it takes so much time up, and you realize 2 hours into it you haven't actually played anything. All you've done is created some elvish female with white hair or something. Like, yeah, it's like a time sucker. You don't even notice how much time it takes out of your gameplay.
Exactly. I like being able to do some customizations. Like, if I can choose a female character to play with, I will. And then, with Destiny, you got to pick, like, are you going to be a human? You know what I mean? So you got that. And then hair color or body armor color. Those things I like. I don't mind that. Once you get into all this other stuff, it gets so time consuming that I don't like it.
Yeah, I'm pretty much right there with you. The only time I enjoy it a little bit is if you can actually, like, take a picture of your face and like have it mapped to your face, like they do in some of the sports games. That's pretty neat. But like the character creation in Dragon's Age and like that type of thing, where I have to do like the depth of my eyebrows and the point of my nose, like I'm not an artist. Just give me the generic face and let's go.
Well, even with Borderlands, that wasn't so bad. I played as Maya every single time in Borderlands 2, and they didn't get into too much detail, but I have a bunch of different faces I can work with, different heads. You know what I mean? That even to me was okay because I like to fool around, and all of a sudden I'd look one way most of the time and then turn around and have like Handsome Jack's face stuck to my skull, which was funny.
It was only funny when you freaked me out.
I know, it was amazing though.
So back to Battlefield for a second here. Have you been following? I mean, I know you're not a huge Battlefield fan, but have you been following Hardline at all?
I've read a few things about it because they've been talking about it so much, and I know that they're saying it's going to be much different from Battlefield 4, so I am trying to pay attention to it. I really was disappointed with Battlefield 4, and I know they've, done some things to fix it, but it put a really sour taste in my mouth. But they are saying it's really is a different game, so I'm trying to be optimistic about it, but I don't necessarily know I'm going to go out and buy it unless PlayStation Plus or Xbox Live wants to let me play it for free a little bit and see if I like it.
Hint, hint. Hint, hint.
Did you hear that?
Hint some more.
Do it. You're welcome.
Now, did you play the Battlefield 4 single player at all?
Maybe 20 minutes.
So you don't even really have a good gauge to what
I have no grasp of that game at all, because what would happen was I'd play it and then people would get on and, oh, okay, let's go play multiplayer. And then I'd be sad about it and I'd put like Call of Duty in.
Just because it was easy to get into.
Easy to get into, yeah. When it was
I hear ya.
When it wasn't being hacked by Lizard Squad.
Lizard Squad.
Look out. Okay.
No, I hear ya. I don't know how I feel about this hardline thing. They keep saying, "Oh, it's gonna be so much different. It's gonna be so much different." And you know what? The single player is always different. It doesn't matter if it's Battlefield 3, Battlefield 4. You're still gonna have Army Soldier Man running around,
murdering
killing bad
stuff,
guys. Yeah. And whether I shoot them and they die, or I tase them and they fall on the ground and are unconscious, it's the same thing in my mind. It's I pull the trigger on something and it's out of commission. I don't have to deal with it again.
Yeah.
So I don't know how much different it's really going to be. The story mode probably will be a lot different, and that's great, but I don't buy Battlefield or Call of Duty or any of those type of games for the story mode, because if I waste 6 hours in a story mode, I feel like I just wasted $60 on a video game.
Yeah. Well, I've heard rumors about a beta before it comes out in January, February. So hopefully they do that and we can see that there is a difference, and then I might like it and want to play it and go out and spend $59.99 on a game.
Plus tax.
And not be disappointed.
Yeah, I completely agree. I mean, it all comes back to the trials. If I could get any sort of trial, even if it's like, here's an hour of gameplay, like I'd be fine with that. Or here's an hour of multi or whatever. Like they've done multiplayer betas before, and I'd be fine with even just getting a glimpse of it to know, is it worth playing or not? Because from what everybody's saying at this point, for all the people that go to E3, all the people that go to all these other expos where they're actually able to get hands-on with the game, they're like, so this is a $30 expansion, right? And they're like, no, this is the full game. And they're like, wait, like this is the same thing that we already have. What do you mean it's the full game?
What are you talking about?
Yeah, so like it's not like it's going to be a jump in graphics. It's not like it's going to be a jump in gameplay. It's going to be the same game. It's going to be the same graphics. And I feel like unless they give us like a free pass to say, here, try it out, I'm probably not going to get it.
I agree. Yeah, I don't think so either. But I hope it is different, and I hope people love it, and I hope they make boatloads of money off of it, and awesome.
Well, as long as they give us a little bit of that endorsement with all those boatloads of money.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Jumping back to Lizard Squad.
Lizard Squad, let's hack everything.
They're evil hackers, right?
You know what it is, first of all. I've figured this all out. I get it. I know what it is.
What is it? Tell me, because I need a glimpse into their psyche. All right, wait, hold on. Are you the leader of Lizard Squad?
I'm not at all. I would never want to shut down like Call of Duty or Destiny, because those are two games that I enjoy playing. I wouldn't do that. Plus, it's shitty to do to people.
Right.
These are guys or gals. These are like pissed off teenagers throwing temper tantrums. So they shut these things down because they're bad at video games.
So let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Would you rather this or swatting?
I would take neither, because I think it's all...
No. Pick one. The least of both evils.
This. I would have to say this. I feel like swatting is... We talked about
ruining
this last
people's
time,
lives.
Life ruining. Horrible. Awful.
I completely agree. Yeah. I don't even know why Lizard Squad's wasting their... Lizard Squad is wasting their time. But,
it's not even technically a hack, is it? Like, they're not hacking.
No, it's DDoS.
It's an attack.
Yeah, it's not even like it's a denial of service. It's a DOS. Like it's whatever. It's good for them. Maybe they have enough free time to do it. I don't. But there's on this hacking. There's good hacking and evil hacking, right? So Lizard Squad is like evil hacking. Have you seen some of these modders or hackers that do good?
Dude, did you see the GameCube one?
I did. I thought this was great.
Okay.
And I'm a Smash player, so like this was huge for me.
This was brilliant.
I'm so excited.
People are breaking their 3DSs playing Smash Brothers. So
yeah, like ripping the stick clear off.
Awful, and it sucks because I guess I haven't played it. I haven't touched a DS in a really long time, but from what I understand, like they're popping that whole piece off.
Yeah.
And sometimes just completely breaking it. So dude hacks a GameCube controller
right into his 3DS.
Yeah, and it works beautifully. He can smash away. No problem.
I think it's awesome because the fact that in Smash you have to do so many rolls and so many dodges and everything. You're slamming on that stick all the time. So it's only a matter of time before, whoops, it just broke.
Yeah.
Like when you get the GameCube controller, that's what it's made for.
Well,
it's
think about it too, though.
A joystick.
Like, how many Xbox 360 controllers have you gone through?
Do you really want the answer to that?
I know I've broken at least 2 just thumbsticks because I'm so like
7.
That's a lot. But just from using it for running, dodge, you know what I mean? Those stupid thumbsticks.
Throwing it against the wall, being killed because of lag.
Yeah.
Dropping it on the ground, having dogs chew through it. I mean, I have tons of excuses.
Yeah,
all
absolutely.
of them end up being broken.
But stuff does get worn down. This dude
True.
came up with a brilliant way of getting around that. Kudos, but he probably voided his warranty and.
I would void my warranty for that.
Oh, totally.
Absolutely.
Well, I don't
In a
play
heartbeat.
Smash Brothers.
Well, I know you don't, but
If I did,
some people that are cool play it, so.
I'd want to know this guy.
And then onto the evil side of hacking. Did you see this story about the counterfeit Xbox One?
I did not.
Please tell me you've been keeping up.
I have not been.
Oh my goodness. So what happened is 4 people, they've already convicted 2. They've pled guilty, whatever, and then 2 more are being charged.
Wait,
But-
are these the same people that were like going into other companies and stealing their stuff?
Yes. So
Okay.
these people got a hold of Gears of War before it came out, Gears of War 3.
Yeah.
They got a hold of Modern Warfare 3 before it came out. And on top of all that, they found like I think it was like $100 million, something like that, of intellectual property through Xbox that they got by hacking the system.
That's terrible. That's stealing. What a bunch of D-bags.
And then on top of all of it, they ended up finding plans for the Xbox One before it came out, created a mod or like a their own version of it, basically.
Like built one? Like
Yep.
built their own? Oh.
Like built their own Xbox One and then sold it on eBay for like 20 grand.
That's a dick move.
And now they're all in jail.
That's what you get. Don't
going
steal.
that way.
Shame on you. I hope their mothers are disappointed. That's terrible. Stealing's wrong.
It is very wrong. And it's even wrong when it's you don't think it's stealing, like when you say you're a famous YouTuber.
I saw
And you
this.
get Steam codes.
That's gross. So basically what they were saying is people are emailing developers saying, hey, I'm blah, blah, blah. This is my YouTube channel. And look at how many people I have following me. Can I have a copy of your game for free, like a code to play your game so I can stream it? Here's my email address. So let's pretend like Joe Schmo is like, a big YouTuber. Not like PewDiePie, but, you know what I mean? Let's say he's got like 5,000 viewers. So they'll take his name, like Joe Schmo, and then put like a random thing at the end, like 235, create a fake email address. And these developers will send them these codes. And I believe that one developer realized that this was happening to him, and he actually tried it out by doing it to other developers, and that's when he figured out exactly what was happening.
Yeah, in a matter of 3 hours, he ended up getting like $400 worth of games.
That's bananas. And he didn't do anything with them. Is that right? He gave them back.
Yeah, he basically just, I believe he was just like, this is a flop.
Heads up, look at this.
Yeah.
So his suggestion was what? They go right through the YouTube channel itself to send the message?
Yeah, they basically want to lock it down because what they were saying is that, like, I could just be like, hey, my name's blank and I want to get a code. And he's like, okay, here it is. And then after I do it 20 or 30 times, I take these codes and then I resell them.
That's gross.
And
that's stealing too.
And when they go up and they buy them, and then they look at him, he was like, wait, this is the code I just gave a YouTuber. What do you mean? Like, how did I get this back, basically?
Yeah. And
come to find out, it was because some kid was, or I don't know if it was a kid or a man or whatever, was selling the codes that he got for free.
Well,
so
developers, we probably have like 4 YouTube viewers, but we're really good people. So you can send us codes. We would be happy to take your codes and play the shit out of your stuff and then write really good stuff about it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm totally on board for that. And if you want to send a little money our way and we can write a skewed review even if it sucks, that's fine too. I'm just kidding. We would never do that.
We would never do that. That we got to take care of.
I got mouths to feed.
God damn. All right.
All right. Let's move on to a little bit lighter news here. We both like Destiny. Let's be honest.
Love it.
We're both Destiny fans.
I just bought it a couple days ago, and I love it. I played the beta, and I was kind of like, I don't know. There's people all up in my way. I don't like strangers.
I'm not gonna get it.
All around me. Love it. Dance parties. Kumbaya time where you get to sit down and hang out and point at each other.
That's right.
I'm digging it. I am digging it. I enjoy it.
Well, since we both like Destiny, are you going to be excited for Division? Now, we talked about Division before, and we both said it's a pretty game. It's awesome graphically, but we're not sure how the multiplayer is going to work. Are you going to be a fan of Division since it's supposed to be set up almost the same way Destiny's set up?
Yes. I was
like
excited.
An open world,
yeah,
but still has the teammate type stuff.
Yes, because I've become addicted to those, like Borderlands 2, all day. Love it. Love that. And now Destiny, now I'm into that, so I'm excited. So this even more open world, all the same stuff. This is I'm down. I'm going to get it. I liked it before when I saw it at what was it, E3 this past year?
Yeah.
And then we saw it before that.
We saw it last E3, then we saw it this E3, and this E3 it just looks great. And it's been confirmed that they have door closing technology, so you can close the taxi doors. So that's pretty cool too.
What does that mean? Like physically?
Like the taxi door is like ajar by like an inch, and he walks up and like closes it. Yeah.
Is it like a hip check, or do you like shut it with your hand?
I think it's like he just like kind of slides into it and closes it with his hand.
Oh.
So it's kind of like a both.
Oh.
But it's confirmed. Door closing technology.
That's important stuff.
That's right.
You know what though? Most of what Ubisoft puts out, I love it. So
yeah, you're just an Ubisoft fangirl. So
I am. Sorry.
On the Destiny topic here, they sent out that patch, 1.0.2.
What does this one do?
There's like a bunch of changes to it, but the main changes are that basically if you get like legendary or rare engrams, you can change it into legendary or rare loot. What was happening before is people were getting these legendary engrams and they're like, oh yes, this is going to be awesome. This is going to be so good. And then they'd go and take it and get it, get their loot, and it ended up being like a blue, like just like a generic or like an uncommon. And people were just losing their shit over it. So basically now purple will always do purple, blue will always do blue, et cetera, et cetera. Which is good. It'll be blue or higher and purple or higher. So I guess you can get like better and better and better stuff, even if it's at that level. You know what I mean?
So like cool.
Yeah, so like if you get a rare, which is a blue engram, and you get it switched out, you can get a blue or higher, which is awesome.
Good. Then you're kind of guaranteed something good, and you don't have to worry about getting crap.
Exactly. The other things that it did were the reduced time limit on Bastion First Light from 15 to 12. So they're like just lowering the time there. It lowered the waiting on Bastion and First Light. And then like rewards, they did an update to rewards. And I think that was pretty much it. Maybe a couple issues, higher difficulty and XP bonuses, I believe.
Oh, good.
But it's a good little patch. Definitely something that should improve gameplay.
Yeah.
At least a little bit.
Excellent.
Less slamming your head against the wall for no reason. Speaking of patches and updates, right? It was like Patch Thursday. We got like 30 of them.
Kind of like Patch Adams, but on a day.
Yeah, it was like Patch Adams Day, and then you just change the Adams to Thursday. So it's like Patch Thursday.
Are you going to talk about The Sims?
I am going to talk about The Sims.
Can I just tell you, like, the fact that they left out pools? Because when I played The Sims a very, very, very long time ago, they had pools. No, not yesterday, but like a long time ago. They had pools, and I would make my sim go swimming. It's like a tongue twister.
Sim go swimming?
I'd like my sim to go swimming, and I would take the ladder out.
Yeah, a little torture water of death.
I'd let him die. There was no torture. I would let him die.
That's an awful...
Sick.
Awful... You're an awful person.
So I'm glad for anyone who wants to drown a sim that they get the pools back. Or maybe they just want their sims to go swimming.
Yeah, I'm totally on board with getting pools back.
Well, I mean, not even that. You get new outfits.
That's true. And you know what? There's some good outfits. I'll give you 3 guesses to guess what the outfits are. Go ahead. 1, 2, 3.
NBA players.
No, come on.
Baseball players.
No, come on.
Star Wars.
Oh, yeah, you got it.
Boom.
There it is. Star Wars.
Yes. Can you imagine
yes,
Vader's sim?
They have Star Wars costumes. You could just make a whole Star Wars family. Just create the Millennium Falcon as the house.
Amazing. Perfect.
There you are. Done. But yes, I'm totally stoked, even though I don't even really play The Sims quite yet. Just for them putting out patches for costumes and for pools and making them free. Free updates are the way to go for any developers out there. If you can afford to do it, please do it. Call of Duty does not do it right. Charging us $15 for 4 maps is not right.
It's not even that. This is what happened with Call of Duty. We had Xbox 360, so we buy Call of Duty Ghosts. And then for $60, then we go and we buy the
Xbox One.
The season pass.
Oh, yeah.
You got to buy the season pass. And how much is that?
$50 if you buy it with.
I didn't buy it with.
$60.
All right. And then Xbox One comes out. Then I got to go buy it for Xbox One. And I didn't want to get money. You know what I mean? So I just gave them all my money.
Yeah, it's pretty sad. And I feel your pain. For the last 4 Call of Duties, I've bought 2 copies because my wife and I both play. So for Ghosts, for Black Ops 2, for Black Ops 1, for MW 3, actually for MW 2, and for Call of Duty. So 6. Everything except for World at War. For those 6 Call of Duties, I bought 2 copies of everything.
And that gets expensive, especially when you have other games you want to buy, too.
Right, exactly. And granted, I've played them a ton, but just the pure fact of DLC crushing my wallet.
Well,
disappointing.
I don't feel like certain developers are hurting for money, I guess. I don't know.
Are you hinting towards Activision? Because they have some of the biggest game brands out there right now?
So rich. Yeah.
Between Blizzard and Call of Duties.
To you guys. You know.
Yeah. Pay attention there, Activision. We're calling you out.
Thanks. Don't do that. No, go ahead.
You know what I've always wanted?
What?
I've always wanted to be a superhero.
Who doesn't?
I don't know. But I wish that they would come out with a game that was basically like a simulator of being a superhero. Like
Batman Arkham Knight.
Yeah, like Batman Simulator.
I liked that game. Like I think I played the other game, the other Batman games, and I liked it. So I'm looking forward to this.
Well, your last one you played was Arkham City, right? You didn't play Origins?
I did not play Batman Oranges. Oranges. Origins.
I didn't play oranges. I played apples, but not oranges.
That's right.
Well, they say that the Arkham Knight is going to be even bigger than Arkham City, which is going to be awesome. And you're going to be able to like go all over the place. You're going to have the Batmobile.
So amazing.
And they say that what they basically wanted to make was a Batman simulator, which if we create the ultimate Batman simulator, then we're doing our job right. And I agree with them. I think that if they could do that with every superhero, it would just be like the game would always be amazing.
Yeah.
I don't know how you do it, but if you could do it, it would be amazing all the way around.
Totally. And I definitely think they're going in the right direction, trying to change things up a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, Batman is probably the easiest superhero to do it with because he's a regular guy with tons and tons and tons of money. So pretty much anyone could do it, but except for maybe me, because I don't have all that money. Oh, but I mean, I just think it would be, it would definitely be something that that every game should strive for, making a simulator out of pretty much anything.
Yeah, there was this thing on the Chive. If you don't know what the Chive is, www.thechive.com. If you don't know what that is, get with the program because it's the greatest.
Unless you're under 18.
Yeah, please don't go unless you're under 18. I absolutely love that website. And my brother-in-law introduced it to me, actually. And there was this picture on there. Somebody wrote on a chalkboard, and it said, "It is an almost unwritten rule in the world of comic book characters that for someone to be able to become a superhero, one or both of his or her parents need to either be dead, missing, or evil. So perhaps the ever-increasing divorce rate is actually a subconscious effort by society to produce superheroes." And I'm like, that's the greatest thing ever.
So you're basically telling me I should be a superhero. That's what I'm getting from this?
Me too.
Let's do it. I'll let you find me a mask. I'll start wearing it, and we'll go fight crime together.
We could be like Kick-Ass.
Only without the the nerve numbing damage that he had.
I don't think I would be. Yeah, that was pretty awful. I don't think I could kick ass like Hit Girl either. So.
Well, you just got to be trained from the time that you're 4 years old until.
By my dad, who looks like Batman, who dies. Sad.
Well, keeping the whole hype train rolling here, Call of Duty. There's so much hype behind this game. And I don't know if it's because the trend right now is that COD games are falling off the cliff, or what's the reason for it?
Maybe
do you have any?
It's so
any
different.
thoughts?
It's in the future, so far in the future that it's nothing like you've really ever played in a Call of Duty game before.
It's a good thing you said like in a Call of Duty game because I've had Titanfall, which is pretty.
Stop.
I'm not bitter, but no, I am really excited for this next Call of Duty, and I know a lot of people who are really, really excited who didn't really care beforehand, and now they're like, oh yeah, I'm totally getting it.
We always get it, so it's just a normal thing.
Well, yeah. I swore up and down for the last 6 months that I was not buying another Call of Duty, and then I see this one, and I'm like, oh my god, I gotta buy it.
I need it.
So like, I'm really on board. I'm super stoked, but it kind of makes me wonder about where COD's going, because right now the trend was like on the rise until MW 2 or Black Ops 2, and then it started falling off the hill. And after Modern Warfare 3 and then Ghosts, it's kind of going in a downward trend. Which
I loved Modern Warfare 3.
Although they sell like a ton, it's like sloping down. So do you think this one's going to peak back up here, or do you think
that's what they're hoping for? That trend? Yeah, maybe that's what they're hoping for. Maybe this huge change in what we normally see with Call of Duty and all this new stuff and futuristic and woohoo, all that. Maybe they're hoping that that's going to give it a boost for people who are kind of tired of it, bored with it, or people who've never touched it before.
Yeah, I really think it's going to reel in a lot of newer fans, or fans who were who liked the previous games, didn't care for the newer stuff. I think they'll come back to this to see, because it's got a whole bunch of new, and it's much more fast paced, it seems.
Absolutely. And Lizard Squad, please stay away from it.
Please don't take down the servers.
Because it's really, we love it so much.
I have trivia for you. You want some trivia?
I love trivia.
So, the best-selling game of all time is getting a movie.
Tetris.
You suck.
Was I right?
Suck. That was it. That was it.
I feel like I read something somewhere of all the greatest. How funny is that? I think I read somewhere like the top most selling games, like the top 10.
It was on the Chive.
Was it?
Yeah, absolutely.
I wish we should get them to sponsor us. Help
like
us
3 days ago.
Really? I did. I knew I read it somewhere. They had like Mario and see, I didn't know they were making a movie.
They're making like a sci-fi.
I don't understand. How do you do that? This doesn't make any sense to me.
There are gonna be blocks falling from the sky or something.
I don't understand this.
I don't either.
That doesn't make any sense. That would be like making a Peggle movie.
That'd be a good movie. That'd be a great movie.
I would.
I'd go see that.
Kickstart the shit out of that.
Do it, Peggle. We'll kickstart it.
We'll
kickstart
it so hard.
What do you need? Like $6 to make the movie? Kickstart it.
I will send you $10, and I would like producer credit.
That's right.
Thanks.
I'll send you 12, and you can be executive producer.
Oh my god.
Do it now.
Okay, I don't understand this. What is a Tetris movie? Is this going to be like, I don't know if you know this, but Frozen was based on a story about the Snow Queen.
Frozen.
Do you want to build a snowman? Frozen?
Tetris.
Have you never heard of it? Listen.
What is Frozen?
So it was based on a story, and this movie that Disney made, I don't know if you've heard of it, Frozen, completely has nothing to do with the original story that was made. So is that what they're going to do with Tetris? They're just going to name it Tetris and have it be a bunch of nonsense? I'm really upset about this.
I don't know how they're going to make Tetris work. But they're definitely doing, like, it's going to be a Tetris movie. It's the quote that they have here, it says it's a very big epic sci-fi movie. The movie isn't a bunch of lines running around the page. We're not giving feet to the geometric shapes. That's all I say. So I don't know what it's going to be. I don't know if it's going to be like an alien abduction coming down. They're going to be Tetris shapes. I have no idea. All I know is that Tetris is getting a movie, and it is bananas.
I would like to, because I really think, I really thought you were messing with me. So while you were speaking, I Googled this. And I'm actually on the NewYorker.com.
Yes.
And it says the online response to the news, first reported by the Wall Street Journal, get out of town, was marked by a mix of confusion, skepticism. That's how I feel right now. I feel confused. Like, I don't understand.
And skeptic on how the hell they're going to pull this off.
It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, I have no idea. I'm just really excited that they're making a video game movie that has no characters in it.
Where's my Assassin's Creed movie?
That's on hold.
I don't have time.
That's actually in production. Did you know that it was in production?
I didn't. I've heard rumors and chit chat, and I would like to see that.
So they actually have that in production at some point. I believe it's on hold right now because they had to move towards another something or other, maybe the Tetris movie. I don't think that they're actually the ones doing the Tetris movie. I'm just messing with you. But they do have an Assassin's Creed movie coming out soon, and it's going to be epic, I'm sure. But it's slated for, I think, 2016. So we only have a couple years.
There was
hopefully it stays on track.
In the BioShock movie. Where is it?
I haven't heard anything about that.
I want to have that too.
I'm a plethora of knowledge.
Somebody needs to kickstart all of this, and we will contribute.
$4. Executive producer rights right here.
$25.
Oh, 26.
Super.
It's like a bid. It's like a bidding war. Let's go. Let's do it. All right, let's finish this up with one last thing, and it's something that is really close to me. It's probably close to a lot of people, and that's breast cancer. Mrs. Pac-Man franchise launched a campaign to fight breast cancer, where $1 of every iOS or Android game DLC is going to go to National Breast Cancer Foundation.
I love that.
I think that if every game made your pink gun that Michelle buys,
holy shit, all day
go
long,
towards breast cancer, even if it was $1, really, you guys are going to make money. You're going to create a huge following, and I think it's awesome. So I'm totally on board.
I'm downloading that.
I think that even if there's 6 people that watch this video and they even think about breast cancer with us finishing this, it's awesome. So for anyone out there who has had it and survived, or is fighting or whatever, keep doing, keep on fighting, do all the good shit. And there's people with you.
Totally. That's amazing. I love it. I absolutely love it. I'm actually downloading it right now. Not even joking.
Atta girl.
$3.99. Do it.
You can buy a $1 map. All the proceeds go to breast cancer awareness.
I love it.
Or breast cancer foundation. So, yeah, everyone go out and get it. Do it now. It's a good cause. And yeah, fun stuff.
I'm glad you mentioned that because I had no idea.
Well, they've got to have some sort of a good message with our podcasts here.
Oh, yes.
What are you playing this week here, Michelle? Let's wrap it up.
Destiny.
That's it. Just Destiny.
And Miss Pac-Man.
And Miss Pac-Man. Hey, atta girl. Oh, nice. Well, I'm sure I'll be playing Destiny as well. I'm pretty sure my squad mate or my firing team buddy there,
Dan's party friend.
Dan's party friend is going to need some assistance, and I'm going to need to be revived. So
you got another new game this week too, did you not?
I did. I'm going to be hopefully crushing that this weekend. I got Middle-earth: Shadow of Mordor. If you guys want to know a little more about it, we have a review on our website. Check it out. But yeah, I've been playing it. I'm pretty stoked, and I'm looking forward to finishing that up.
I saw a video somewhere. I can't remember where it was, but I guess there are captains for each group of enemies. Am I right? Something like that. And
it's like grunts, then captains, then war chiefs.
And you could do mind control on these creatures.
Yes.
So some dude did mind control on all the captains and all brought them to like a little like party, and then he murdered all of them at once.
I saw this. It was on, I think Kotaku did it.
I laughed for like 10 minutes. I'm like, that's amazing.
Yeah, the video was great. I'm pretty sure he actually got an achievement for that too. But the video was freaking epic, where he like had them all like marching, and then all of a sudden he just like smashed their skull, and they all just like blew up in front of him.
And then they die one at a time with these like these ridiculous voices like like. I was like, this is so friggin' entertaining.
That was like two out of the 300 orc voices right there. So it was good.
Love it.
Yeah. So I'll be playing that. I'll be playing Destiny. And yeah.
Miss Pac-Man.
A little bit of Miss Pac-Man.
Yeah.
Having a little fun with it. So.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, that's a wrap for me. You got anything for me?
No, I think you got it all there. We're good to go.
Sweet. All right. Well, that's been Derek and Michelle. And as always, play hard, have fun, and thanks for listening.
Bye.
Don't forget to subscribe.
Thanks.
Hashtag bye.